He said, let me explain to you in the simplest way possible. The naira was not strong before it was being forced to look strong. That means we pay all these years since I have been born. Naira was not strong. Bí ọmọ àlè táwọn òbí ẹ̀ ò lówó lọ́wọ́ tí wọ́n lọ ń yáwó lọ́wọ́ báńkì láti jẹ́ kó rí bí ẹni pé wọ́n lówó lọ́wọ́ ní náírà kí Tinubu tó dé. Wọ́n ń yáwó láti jẹ́ kí náírà rí bí ẹni pé àjà because kì í export.
So basically, Mr. Oyema, aka Mr. Aloyi, what you have done here is irresponsible, because I expect that someone with your kind of platform would do intensive research before coming out to discuss things like this. You have people that tune into your platform and want to learn a whole lot of things, and guess what? You've just been influencing them in the wrong way, because the facts are there for people that care to research. Now let's talk about the Naira being artificially propped. That actually started under Buhari, because he made a mess of the economy. And not just Buhari, Tinubu, Fashola, Oshibajo were all part of the campaign to reflate Nigeria's economy. And I'll actually get to that. But let us address this issue of the artificial propping of the Naira. It started under Buhari, like I said earlier. Under Obasanjo, under Yar'Adua, under Goodluck Jonathan, what Nigeria was doing was a managed float. So basically, you say, okay, let our currency be floating in the market. We are not going to be supporting it anyhow. We'll wait till when we need to support it. That's what a managed float is. So when you see that the exchange rate is going into territories that you don't like, that may harm your people, harm your economy, then you intervene by supplying the market dollars. That is how we're managing the foreign exchange, our foreign exchange regime. And it worked very well, because we had a lot of oil wealth between 2002 and 2007. And Nigeria equally had what you call excess crude account, where we saved $20 billion. Nigeria also had robust foreign reserves. And our foreign reserves, as I went Obasanjo left in 2007, was 45 billion naira. But what happened is that, as at when Goodluck Jonathan came into power, you know, Goodluck Jonathan is, I don't want to say it's sort of it, but yes, it's sort of it, because he couldn't handle the likes of Amechi, Oshiomhole, and some other governors, and including Aregbesola, those three. They insisted that he should share the $20 billion in the excess crude account with governors. So Nigeria depleted the excess crude account from that 20 billion. We depleted it to $2.1 billion at the end of Goodluck Jonathan's tenure in 2015. But of course, APC came in, and then all of a sudden we saw that Fashola, Oshibajo, and Tinubu were going all over the place saying that Nigeria should print money, that Nigeria does not need to wait to get oil wealth or to make more money from oil and gas to spend, that we can print money. They gave Buhari the idea. It's documented, you can check. So I have something here. You can actually check an article, the 2015 article called Slumping Oil Prices, A Progressive Way Out, written by Bola Tinubu. Bola Tinubu in that article argued that Nigeria should print money. I will share the link with people, and of course you can see it on the screen here. Bola Tinubu argued that Nigeria should print money. Oshibajo argued that Nigeria should reflate its economy. Same argument. Fashola himself went all over the place. He said that, look, Nigeria should, that Obasanjo was wrong to have repaid Nigeria's debt. The video is on YouTube, you can see it. So the APC establishment and the Lagos boys pushed for printing of money. And what happened is that Buhari, in his tenure between 2015 and 2023, printed about 22.7 trillion to 30 trillion naira. And this is what happens when you print so much money. And by the way, that went far above the threshold that the CBN Act stipulates. And in normal APC fashion, they break laws, they don't care about the law, because they pretty much do state capture. Now, see what happens when you print so much money. This is what happens to the transmission mechanism. Let me read it. It says, the transmission mechanism, how printing money kills the currency. When the government prints money excessively, here is the chain reaction. More naira chasing the same amount of dollars. Naira loses value. Imports become expensive. Inflation rises. Purchasing power collapses. It is essentially too much naira chasing too few dollars. That is what happened. So Buhari, because they destroyed the economy, Buhari then needed to start propping the naira. It happened under APC, supported with documents and evidence supported by Tinubu, Yemi Osinbajo, and Babatunde Raji Fashola, former governor of Lagos. So when you say these things, you need to go and check. You don't just open ChatGPT, open your mouth and start saying these things. It's irresponsible. As someone that is educated, do your research before you talk. Now, let's get to the link of some of these things. By 2011, Nigeria still had 20 billion in excess code accounts, but opposition governors Amechi, Oshiomhole, and Rauf Aregbesola argued that they should deplete the account, that they needed the money. We depleted it to 2.1 billion. That is as at 2015. That's when Jonathan left. By 2022, we didn't have anything in the excess code account again. APC depleted the account. And by the way, this is money that we are supposed to be using to manage our foreign exchange needs, right? Because we printed so much money, we scattered the economy. Now, let's look at foreign reserves. When Obasanjo left in 2017, when Obasanjo left in 2007, we had 45 billion left. At the end of 2015, we had $29.6 billion left. When Buhari left, we had $8.19 billion left in our foreign reserves. And guess what? The oil that brings in our money that brings in the dollars, we're losing 470,000 barrels per day was being stolen daily under Buhari, under this APC government. And Tinubu and Co did not say anything. You know, they were propping him and they even campaigned for him to get a second term and so on. And you're here coming to tell us that they were artificially propping the Naira. Such an illiterate argument to me. Please, I advise you, restrict your arguments to the alluring conversations and all the sexual related stuff you put up. We love it. Stay away from economics.